Face towards the camera first.
She wasn't just my sister, she was my twin. And looking back now, I would give anything for one more hug from Nora Rose-Hines.
Give me a really big hug, okay? The biggest hug is the last time I get out.
We were really close, and we loved each other, even if we had a funny way of showing it sometimes.
Ready?
Yep. Oh!
Just know you're not alone.
My sister was a true triple threat. She acted, she danced, and she could sing.
Stuck in the same place every day, never knowing what to say.
People were always drawn to Nora, and she was loyal to everyone.
She was incredibly talented and such a light. She was so positive about everything.
She had a way of making everybody feel really comfortable around her.
Life is about the little moments, and Nora was great at those little moments, super spontaneous and having a lot of fun whenever we got to hang out.
For Nora, playing music was always an act of giving.
I remember she would go on her trips to Guatemala and play guitar with the children in Guatemala and stuff. And I just think her ability to use music to help others was where she really thrived.
Year after year, she taught disadvantaged youth to play music in Guatemala. Some of them had never touched a guitar, but she touched their lives, and they definitely touched hers. Nora also volunteered with our mom's nonprofit called Safe Moves, which teaches traffic safety in the school system.
Oh, okay, got it.
We were all growing up together, and we were all figuring out who we are, what is this body, what are we doing? We were all experiencing that. And I would always look at Nora as whoa, you already know who you are.
I am not afraid.
Nora had incredible, insane dreams of almost monolithic proportions. She was an actress, and she got really close to having some amazing opportunities in Hollywood, and there was no telling the extent that Nora was going to go to as a creative. But at the end of the day, Nora did not know exactly what she wanted to do. She studied acting and musical theater at UCLA and was in her first year. There was so much she wanted to experience, but that wouldn't happen. Nora was driving a best friend of hers to dinner in November of 2018. She was making a left turn at a notoriously dangerous San Fernando Valley intersection. Nora checked to make sure it was clear and pulled out, but another 19-year-old driver, distracted by a car full of her friends, was barreling around the corner at more than 70 miles an hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone. She T-boned Nora's car. She never saw it coming.
You see a huge response here by LA City Fire. They're looking into this car right here, which is one of two cars where they had to extract a total of 6 people.
5 days after the crash, doctors finally took Nora off life support. It was unthinkable. My twin, my other half, the only person I could share everything with in this world, was gone. Every breath I take for my sister. Everything I do, every step I take, it's all in honor of her memory. It's how I keep her alive.
To get you back to me.
I play guitar every single day for as long as I possibly can, and that's my way of talking to Nora. Nora taught me how to play guitar. Everything I know about guitar came from my sister. It's the way we keep in touch. I've written her into my films, into my screenwriting, into every creative project I have ever made in my life. I would say too, one of the memories that I am most grateful for having with my sister is the last weekend that we spent together. We rode in the back of my mom's pickup truck and we sang this song, and I never recorded our music, but for some reason I recorded that moment. And in those years since, I had no idea how important that was going to be to me. So music has always been my way of communicating with Nora.
I'll bring you flowers when you're dead and gone.
As for the girl who hit Nora that night, I've forgiven her completely. So So I think it's really easy to get caught up and think, I make a mistake, I face the law, I face, all these things that are negative. But at the end of the day, the biggest price to pay is that this girl will have to live the rest of her life knowing that she took a life. That is a huge price to pay. That's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. And she has to spend the rest of her life with it.
I think one of the biggest impacts is learning that we're not all invincible. Learning that we're all, not only emotionally fragile, but we can pass at any point.
I mean, when I was young, I thought I was invincible too. I thought all of my friends were invincible. Like, we all would do stupid stuff in high school and think that we could get away with it and that it would never hurt anybody, right? But, that's not the case. You're not invincible. Things can happen to you out of nowhere and you have no control over it.
If there's anything that people could take out of this, it would be to understand the massive amount that they are worth. We can't ever let fear be the thing that stops us from doing something, but understanding how much we're worth. Because every single person on this planet is worth way too much to do anything that could risk their life, to make any stupid choice that could one day unravel it all. There's so much beauty. It's not worth it.
If you're worried about a test, if you're worried about a person liking you, you have to enjoy right now for what it is, because there you can find the beauty. Maybe you're thinking, oh, high school sucks. I hate my teacher. Oh, they want me to talk about that. I don't care about the Roman Empire. But what's amazing about it is that you're learning about it right now. So don't be afraid to love right now. I love you so much, Nora.
And just in case I didn't say it enough, I love you so much too, Nora.
I'll see you there after many miles.
I get it. We all feel powerless sometimes, like we can't possibly make real change, but I promise we can. Together we can make a difference and make our streets safer for your family, your best friends, and for you. Please join me and the Nora Rose-Hines Foundation's Safe Streets Save Live program to make that a reality. We need people exactly like you to help city leaders and engineers make sure that what happened to Nora doesn't happen to someone you love. Thank you.